Alright, guys. Can you commit to something for 365 days? That's the question. Think about it. Have you ever before said, I'm going to do something consistently? I have done it for 365 days straight. I have not noticed astronomical improvements, leaps that you wouldn't thought were possible. If in 365 days from sun up to sundown you dedicated yourself fully to accomplishing that day what you set out to accomplish consistently for 365 days, if your focus, if all of your attention is directed to what you committed to yourself for 365 days. I keep saying the 365 because you say a year and it's got an impact, but when you break it down into days, it's really not that many freaking days, and time's flying by. I turned 27 in April. And a lot of the things I decided not to do in my life, which I'm glad I didn't end up doing anyways, because college really wasn't my thing. But the reason I never even put any thought into going serious into college, things like I explored things like software development. I was like, software developing, I can get into it this way, go to college, get 2 years, and then hop in and make 70 grand, and then in 3 or 4 years I'll be making 100. And I would think about all the years, and I'm like, man, but in that time I could build something and really make my time worth it. And instead of making 100K a year in 6 years, I'm making 300, 400K, 500K. Sky's the limit. But if you really don't take advantage of that time doesn't slow down for anybody. Time is going to go on regardless of who passes away, of who decides to do what with it. If you decide to rot in your bed for 7 years, 7 years are still going to pass by for somebody else. And not a lot, but a few people I now see graduating, getting their white coats as doctors. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, wow, they were in school from the moment we let out of high school. They went on their college career, then they went to doctor school or to medical school. And just now is when they're seeing some fruit of their labor by getting their white coat. They're really not even work. I mean, I don't know how the whole doctor thing works, but I'm pretty sure that they're not starting off as a big baller yet. They're not like getting their own practice or anything. Maybe, I don't know. But all those fucking years they put in, and they're just now seeing some fruit of their labor. I know that if I dedicate myself to the 4 things I decided I'm dedicating myself to this year, for 365 days, my life could change. And whether or not you decide to see this video and you're like, dude, this is some fucking random guy, 27 years old, smoking a cigarette in his backyard, and you go on with your life, right? Time's still gonna pass by. You're gonna say, oh, whatever, dude. So I'm dedicating myself to 4 things this year. Number 1 is gonna be growing this YouTube channel. And by dedicating myself 365 days, I do feel like I will be able to see some stupid changes. And my whole goal and purpose isn't to become famous or anything like that. I just want to dedicate myself to growing the channel, to try and impact whoever I can impact. But also, the more consistently I upload on this channel, the more I can also hold myself accountable with my second goal, which is growing an online lead gen agency. Then I watched the video. It had nothing to do with land flipping or lead gen or anything. It was actually on growing an AI agency. And the guy just so happened to start his segment off by talking about how in life a lot of people overthink wanting to be something, wanting to have a title. This is, for example, me, Oscar the doctor, or Oscar the soccer coach, or Oscar the, it was always something. Like you got to be a title. You got to feel like you're doing something. But really, it's not even about the freaking title. Like, it's whatever you want to do, all you gotta do. And he said it again, and it was a whole separate video. All you gotta do is dedicate yourself for 365 days for a whole year. Flip a coin if you have to. If you're between 2 or 3 or 4 different things, roll the dice. Whatever you have to do. Just choose something and just go all in on it, and all gas, no brakes, and commit the mistakes, learn from them, and keep it going, and just relentlessly push that thing for 365 days, no matter what it is. And I stopped the segment right there. I was like, you know what? Because I've been between two things. It's either 100% dedication into the land flipping stuff, or I'm gonna start this lead gen agency. Because I already spoke to a few people about it. I paid for some. I did $180 to do a online kind of coaching call with this guy named BizPath. I've been enjoying his videos a lot. It's just him playing Call of Duty, but in the background he's talking business. And he's grown a lead gen agency before. I was talking about him about the business model and the differences between that and land flipping. And I decided to flip a coin. I did it at work. I was like, you know what? Heads, I'm gonna do land flipping. Tails, I'm gonna do the lead gen agency. I grabbed the coin in the middle of work, because I'm a server too. I have a serving job. I grabbed the coin in the middle of work. I put the heads up. You have, if you're a bettor and you know about coin flips, and the probability of whatever you have heads up or whatever you have up and flipping it and then doing the flip, the probability of that side going is a lot higher. At least that's what I've always noticed. And every time I do a coin flip, whatever side's up, I'm usually betting that side. Put the heads up, flip it. This is in the middle of a shift, in the middle of a rush. Flip it, and it's tails. And that's just another slap in the face saying, dude, go for this lead gen agency. The business model works better for you. Build a freaking solid, amazing brand that's trustworthy. Go crazy stupid on your creatives. Like, sit down with yourself a couple hours a day and really just hone down in on some creatives. What content am I pushing out there to get some lead gens in? Pick ideas out. I like the business model a lot more. It's just sitting back, being a little bit more creative, creating a platform to where you once you get a bunch of clients under your belt, all they got to do is come to you, say, hey, I need this many leads, and I immediately already just have the leads ready for them. Boom. I'm just fulfilling orders. I love that business model. It sounds like it's very lucrative. It sounds like there's a lot of time that once you put the grind in, like I'm saying, for these 365 days, even if it takes 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to put the freaking work in now, build it up, till when I get to that cruise line, where my company's cruising, and it's just my clients are getting leads like hotcakes, and they're selling like hotcakes no matter what. All my leads are coming off my plate. Then I start looking for an exit strategy. I start looking for a big boy to come swallow that company up. Pause if that sounded crazy. But then I do a clean exit. A lot of these lead gen agencies are selling for 6 figures and above. High 6 figures. Some I might even build something beautiful that comes out to a couple mil. Because it's just churning leads, and they're high quality leads. I want to bring in some high freaking quality leads into the industry. So my YouTube channel, my lead gen agency. My third thing that I'm gonna commit to this year for 365 days straight is 1 meal a day. I'm gonna do the OMAD. I feel great on it. I'm about to have me a green tea, just a nice little hot green tea, 0 calorie. Go through a little bit of pain with the fasting these long hours, and then I like the feeling the way OMAD makes me feel. Like once I finally sit down and eat that one meal, and it's a nice big hefty big meal, and I've worked a lot, like real hard that day, it feels like I earned it. Like, dude, I hunted all freaking day. Now it's time to sit down and enjoy my freaking meal. Maybe it's a psychological thing. I like it. I'm gonna do it for 365. And there's one more thing on my book. Let me see. I'm buying a crib, dude. And that's it. 365 days. Have you ever done it? If you've done it and it's changed your life, drop a comment, see if it'll help somebody out. See if if it's that big of an impact. If you want to do it and you want to follow through, and you every once in a while you're gonna look towards a little bit of motivation, or kind of see what I'm up to, hit the freaking subscribe, man. See what we're gonna cook up. I'm also gonna show a lot of my serving job, how much I'm making there. I'm gonna give updates of how my lead gen agency is doing. Once I hit milestones on money I'm trying to save up for the house, all that kind of stuff. If any of that interests you, hit that subscribe, man. Follow through. Let's see what we can do in 365 days. Let's see what the fuck we can do in 365 days, man. If you can't lock in and do something for 365 days, like, what the fuck are you, man? You're weak.